Good morning, guys. Good morning, good afternoon. So obviously we know CPI data has just come out, so it is good news. Obviously predicted or estimated was 3.3, it was below 3.2. Yeah, so I mean obviously that's good for the market, but still just the price action today is going to be crazy. Don't expect your setups to be working as usual just because of the data being released. So yes, it might be good news, but the market's going to be all over the place in my opinion. Let's have a look and see what else is moving. Morning, Alan. Alan, I responded to your message in regards to the PayPal. So I'm just busy sorting out Stripe for us. I don't know if many of you guys know what WAP is. It's basically just another platform different to Upgrade Chat. So we're going to be switching over to that. It should be done before the end of the month. So once that's sorted, the link will be in my bio, and then you guys can join through there. I know most people will probably be joining through that rather than through PayPal. So yeah, you guys will have that option too. So we're just gonna be switching over to Stripe as well. So yeah, we'll be doing that. I'm in the process of doing it right now. So just bear with us for a bit. So just checking out the market now. Stocks haven't really reacted to them as much as I would have expected. So I mean that's kind of a good thing, because obviously we don't want too much volatility right now, but I'm sure into open things will change a bit, so we'll just wait till then. But yeah, we've had some nice plays this morning earlier on, which was nice to see. We played Air. I gave this one to you guys early. I mean most people in the Discord pretty much entered this one with me. I got in at like 9.59. I was a little higher, but I just got in because of this setup here. So the main reason why I entered this trade is simply because this is what I posted at. So we had it like this at the time being. So we were just basically in a falling wedge here, which is a bullish reversal pattern. So that means that you expect the price to break above, which it did. I got in around here, around here, this candle here. At 9.59 was my entry, and then we ran all the way up to 12.80. So if we're looking at that price range there, it's from 9.50 to there. That's a 34% increase. I didn't hold all that way. I think I sold, my last sale was around 11 something, somewhere around 11.20, 11.30. That was my last sale, but it did exactly what I predicted. Obviously there's the falling wedge, it held an area of support, and then bang, breakout. So that was a nice setup. Invo, I'm actually still in this Invo from last week. I'm up 190 or 100% on this, which is nice. So yeah, we'll see how this one does again today. You guys can see this one, right? You guys see this time and time again. I mean, for those who are joining these live trading sessions here, right? You can clearly see what I'm going to say here, right? There's no direction, right? There's no uptrend, there's no downtrend. All I do is just mark the high. So we have 240. I know 250 is the high here, but I've just marked 240 simply because we've had rejection here once, twice. We've had rejection here and here as well. So this is why I've just kept this 240 level. So if we break above that, then we should push to the upside. But we have this area here, 197 as area of support. We can move this up to $2 if we want to just put that as a psychological level. So I'll put that in blue. That's my psychological level color. And then basically what's happening is, right, you shouldn't be entering the trade here, because what happens is that you can see it's just consolidating, right? So that means that price action is simply just doing this, right? So we don't know the direction of it, but if you're looking at a larger time frame, what do we predict? We obviously predict it to go up. So technically speaking, this wouldn't be a bad entry around this level. The reason why I'm saying that is because we've had a big run up, okay? And now we're consolidating, right? And we're down to the support level here, okay? Around this $2 level. And now we're trying to push to the upside. So hopefully we do break this 240 now, coming into open as well. So obviously if you entered now, your stop loss would be just below this $2. So I would have like 195 if you wanted to take some now. Personally, I'm just gonna avoid it. I don't really like taking these consolidation plays, but this is a kind of setup where it's obviously higher risk if you enter now just because it's consolidating, but the fact that it's near this $2 level might be a possibility that it will break out. So yeah, you can keep this one on watch. So this is a possible breakout on this one. So I'll just mention this on Twitter as well for those who are not in here. So this is a possible breakout incoming on this. So I hope that makes it clear on this one, right? So the reason why this is support, so whenever it comes back down to here, right, you expect it to push up to here, and then if it comes down, you reject it to pull back here, right? So that's kind of what's happening with this play at the moment. HRYU, I'm gonna actually just remove this kind of off my watch list for now. It is under $1 now, huge sell-off since that 174 run. If it does reclaim $1, maybe I'll watch it, but at the moment, there's no real reason to be getting in this trade. It's very bearish. Huge sell-off. So in my eyes, you can just keep it there on the watch list because it did run this morning. It is only up 3% now. So yeah, I would just kind of avoid that. This BCDA is insane. There's the break of high. So this is going to be probably the top run at the moment. Yeah, 175%. So we're looking for the next levels on this. Let's have a look. Quick look. 4 hours. So we have a lot of room to the upside on this. We have room all the way to here. 188, 189, I think. 189 is your next, literally your next level in this. This has room all the way to 189. So this has a lot of room on this. This is very, very bullish. A gap up just means that it has a gap to fill, meaning that it has basically room to fill that range. That's kind of what it means. So this has room to 189 next. So BCDA room to 189 level. Looks very, very good on a larger time frame. I like this a lot. So yeah, this just means that it has a gap fill. That means it just basically has room to fill that, basically that gap that's there. Life W. We're gonna just keep this one on watch. So if you guys remember yesterday, right, pre-mark at open, this did run pretty strongly at open. So we might see that same thing. So that means that if you get a 5-minute green candle close, it could look for possible entries, scalp entries, because we had that strong open yesterday and it just ran up, and then kind of just take your profits from there, because after that, it kind of just sold off after the next 30 minutes, as you can see here. So there was the first 30 minutes and then obviously just sold off. But what we're noticing is that it's found an area of support. So yesterday's support was 620. That's why this orange line is here, right? So that means that what we've identified so far is that yesterday's support was 620. We're now holding this and respecting it. So now we're expecting this to push to the next level of resistance, which is 718. Well, this is your next level here, 675. This kind of level here, let's move this up to, what is this? I'll just move to 680 to better resistance level, but this is kind of where you're at right now. So you break 680, then you have room to, you have room all the way to 718 and then 825. So Life W is also good to keep on watch. I'm just going to mention this one on Twitter as well. For those who are new, if you guys don't mind, or those who are watching, if you don't mind liking up the stream, I'd really appreciate it. And then also subscribe if you haven't as well. Yeah, so Life W, this is kind of where you're at. Consolidating the moment, break this. You can see this has been resistance, break that. Then you can see 718, which is this high. Then room all the way to the high of day. DRCT, guys, if this breaks this 523, it's going to probably run pretty hard. So definitely keep this on watch. I'm definitely going to have this on watch. I traded this yesterday. I got a very nice entry on this, actually. Let me have a look. What was my entry on DRCT? My entry was 433. So I got in really early on this, which was nice. Obviously, I didn't hold it overnight, but this still does look very good in terms of a possible setup today. Right, let's see what else. So DRC, TIVC. So this one's in a bullish pennant. It hasn't really formed it yet, but if we want to finish it, we can. I guess we can put it like this. Right, so we can see that with this is simply just a bullish reversal pattern, okay? So, or continuation pattern, sorry. So this one is simply just doing what we expect it to do. It's just respecting the trend lines. We expect it to break above and then hopefully push to this 275 and then continue to the upside. So yesterday, look, it ran 80%. Do we expect continuation? Most probably, simply because since yesterday and pre-market, we're in that steady uptrend, right? Which is obviously a good sign. We are in that bullish continuation pattern as well. So two things are adding up for us to hopefully push to the upside. We have pre-market high, which is 236. So we can mark this level here. You break that, then you expect continuation to pretty much to 260, 275 level. So yeah, this is kind of what your levels are right now on TIVC. So I'd keep this on watch for sure. THRX, keeping this one on watch. We can see that it did try and break this 315 level. The reason why it's 315 is because we had previous high here, which was the pre-market high, okay? We try to break it once and we try to break it twice. These wicks are just showing signs of rejection, okay? Obviously the bulls are now trying to push to the upside and break this level. So if we can break this 315, then we have room all the way to probably around this 355 level. So I would definitely keep that on watch if I was you. Just because it has potential to break to the upside. It is up 40% this morning as well, so yeah, keep it on watch. Invo, I just talked about this one at the start of the stream, right? This one, what I was talking about is that possible entries probably around this $2 level, okay? Higher risk entries, I would say around $2. Safe entries above 240. The main reason is because this is kind of the high in rejection here that we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, pretty much like 30 minutes of rejection here. So pretty strong rejection for this morning. We needed to break above, retest, and then push to the upside on Invo. So trying to enter now, I mean, you're more than welcome to. If I was to enter now, I would have a stop loss around 195. It is a bigger stop loss than I usually would have. I have a max 3% stop loss on my trades, but in regards to this, if you were to take it now, 211, yeah, you would need a stop loss around 195. Reason is because we've come down here to this 198 level, and sometimes it does, price action does seem to go down like this, right? And then push to the upside. So it doesn't always respect this $2 level exactly on that, right? ABSI, this one's okay. We're kind of just looking at it now in terms of a downtrend, right? So this is very bearish. However, we have started to find an area of support. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So basically 30 minutes here of support, which is obviously a good sign. We're starting to get the buyers stepping in. The volume is still kind of low, but if we're looking at it from a technical standpoint now, we should expect it to start pushing to the upside and break this trend line. So this is kind of what I have on ABSI. So lower risk entries here, in my opinion, actually. So if you were to enter 132, your stop loss would probably be around 126 maximum. So that's kind of how I would trade this one. Obviously, you have downtrend in the way. You break 130, you break this this trend line here, you have room to here, so 138. So 138 right here. So this is your next kind of level you have on this. Feel free, guys. Feel free to post some tickers. I'll go through some of them for you guys. AVTX, I don't know, honestly. I'm just look from a technical standpoint, it's just very low volume at the moment. I'm literally just sharing it from a technical standpoint. It is trying to be a falling wedge. It's not really a clear one, so it's not that ideal. You have your support here it's 8 cents, so I don't know. I personally, if you're holding this, I would have been out long time ago. If I'm down 3% on this, or 3 to 5%, I would cut my losses and just move on to another play. I wouldn't be holding these kind of setups and trades because I know this is all over Twitter, Reddit, and so on. So it gets a bad name for these kind of things. Regardless if you believe in the company or not, in my opinion, it's best just to kind of wait for it to start pushing to the upside. It's very, very difficult at the moment. So it's kind of what you have here on this. So if we're looking at it now, we are in it's kind of a falling wedge. It's not that clear of one, but we can see that it should push to the upside here and hopefully push like that right to the upside. So hopefully that's what can happen. Yeah, BCDA is insane. I don't know who's in this. This is a gambler's paradise right now on this. Room all the way to 189, guys. Free roam. So this will probably fill the gap, but when will it do it today? I don't know what time. I don't know when exactly, but yeah, it should push to the upside. It's looking very, very, very good. Yeah, so the fact that it's above $1 is something that I'm interested in. Yeah, guys, post some tickets and I'll go over some for you. I know we have some people in here, so feel free, or ask any questions you have about my trading or any trading questions in general about how I trade, how I find my trades or something, and I can help you guys out. I'm here to share some insight. Let me see what else is moving at the moment. DHRX. Yeah, it's mostly just these. So the blue plays are kind of the ones that I'm watching at the moment, and then I just moved this to blue now. Orange is kind of the sub one, or is the sub $1 plays, but I've just got this here on watch anyway. So yeah, let's try and see what the next level is. So we have obviously that 185, then of this here, this level next. 132. No problem, Levy. As much as I want to say it's bullish, I'm trying to honestly make it as bullish as I can for you on that setup. It's kind of pushing it, but yeah, that's kind of where you're at. Yeah, 132, then you have this here, 165. Here are your BCDA levels. Let me share this for this. So BCDA levels. I'll put this on Twitter so you guys can keep this on watch for the day. I mean, I'll probably get there before we pre-market. Let's see. I mean, before open. This is the top runner though at the moment. Obviously, it's up 220. It's up 20% since Mikhail said something as well. So very, very volatile on this. I mean, it's just lotto shares in my opinion at this point. It's obviously going to pull back at some point, but yeah, it's kind of just riding the momentum at the moment. Air. Yeah, air is, so yeah, this was the chart that I took. So I took this breakout here. So look, what do we expect? Where do we expect it to pull back, right? Simply just this blue line, which is at $9 psychological level. So that's what I have here. So it should pull back to this level. We could have a potential falling wedge on this actually now as we speak, which is good to see. Yeah, this looks good. I mean, it might break out here, to be honest with you. Just keep this level on watch there. $9 is your support there. Break below that, then you have room to all the way down 735, which is not too good. So yeah, possible breakout on this one. I'll put on Twitter. I know some of you guys are watching this. Keep this one on watch. What's your take on BETS reversal? What was this? Let me have a look. See on a larger time frame here. Yeah, you have a lot of room to the upside. The chart doesn't look great at all. It might be trying to reverse, but I don't know. I don't like this setup. It's not my kind of play at all. It's 3 cents. So yeah, I mean, it's that price for a reason, right? Still in a major downtrend. I mean, it's trying to find an area of support. I guess we could say that, but nothing really clear at the moment. It needs to definitely push to the upside a lot more, in my opinion. This is kind of where you're at. This is your resistance level here. This 0.41 here on that. No, I don't. No, I just zoom out. I just go to the 4 hour just because if there's low volume on a play, I'm just trying to see where the levels are. So just see what other key levels are. I don't usually go higher than the daily, but if I use the daily on here, the extended hours go off. So I just look at a daily because it gives me a better idea of what's going on. If I want to look at a smaller time frame, then I can start to see what's happening. So obviously on 30-minute, it looks okay, but personally, I would wait for this 0.41 because that's where your resistance is, right? Look here. We've had resistance here. So I just go to a large time frame, just get the overall trend, and then just kind of go in from there, do a small, like quick top-down analysis. But I don't do anything. It's kind of just lower volume plays because most of the ones that you guys asked me are lower volume setups. Invo, yeah, this Invo is kind of just doing its thing. Invo doesn't look too great at the moment, unfortunately. Right, let's see what else is moving. THRX. So THRX is trying to push up again to the upside on this, but you need a candle, green candle close above 315. Can see that it's rejected once, twice, 3 times. So three rejections on that is not good. GVP. So can you see here, Mikhail, look here. So right, you can see it's clearly low volume. Like look at these candles, there's no price action at all. So that's why I just go to the 4 hour and be like, okay, what's happening? So, I mean, with this one, it's very, very easy to do. All you need to do here is, since there's no real chart or technicals to look at, is just wait for 4.25. That's all I would say, because at the moment it's just trading within this range, right? So it's obviously ran up, right? So we ran up to the upside like that. Oops. We ran to the upside, which is obviously a good sign. And now we're consolidating, and hopefully it pushes to the upside. So 425 break is what you need on this. But yeah, at the moment it's, I don't know, it's not my kind of starter setup, but 425, and then you have your support here. 350 support you can put here as 350, so there's a clear levels. So there you can see what's happening, right? 425 is a strong area of resistance. Breaks that, it should run pretty crazy. NXU, no, not good, not good, not good. Nah, I would wait for this 3 cents. Jeez, you guys love playing these pennies. What makes you, what is the reason for looking at these plays? Or what's the reason for having a look at these? I'm just curious. This thing needs to come down. It has to come down at some point. See there, 130. See why I rejected this? Because that level that I had previously, right? So that's why we have that rejection. Life W, yeah, this level, as I mentioned, 680 is what you're trying to look for, break on that. So that's what you need to look for. Yeah, I was about to say about the T-Nonya has earnings after hours. Honestly, I don't know. I would never hold a stock through earnings. If you guys are, I just don't suggest it at all. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if it's gonna run. I have no like kind of input, because they are cheap. Yeah, I know they're cheap, but it's not good enough reason. Rather play stocks that have higher volume that you can trade throughout the day, because if you're trying to hold these 2 cent stocks, right? I know the moves can happen quick, but when is it going to happen? You don't know, really, to be honest. ATRA. No. Another play, I would completely avoid this. No chance. I wouldn't be touching this with a 10-inch pole. So, nope. There's no reason to be trading this, guys. There's no uptrend at all on this. Unless you know what's going to happen. If you know there's some news or something coming out. But at the moment, this looks terrible. I know it ran 11% yesterday, but yeah, I'm not even going to give you analysis on this. I'm not even going to... It's a waste of time, to be honest. Very, yeah, I would just completely avoid it. So this one's pulled back here now to $9. Let's see what it can do. I'm going to go through my watch list, and I'm going to head into the Discord, guys. So BCDA will obviously be a top watch for everyone. I've posted the levels on my Twitter, so follow me there if you haven't. Here is my Twitter page as well if you want to follow. It's where I give all my charts for you guys. And then, yeah, so there you can follow me along if you want. These are your levels: 132, 165, 189, and then if 189 breaks, then I'll update the levels, but this is what we have for now. Life W, you guys know what's happening with this consolidation. I like how it's holding 620, breaks 680, 780, and then all the way to 825. DRCT breaks 523. This thing was going to run pretty hard, in my opinion, so keep a watch on that. TIVC, this is in a bullish continuation pattern, so it should break above. 236 is your resistance. THRX, this one's looking good into opens, obviously pushing up since the support level. 315 is your next level on that. Invo, yeah, Invo is trying to break this downtrend as we speak. I think this will run at open as well, so keep this on watch. Ran 22% yesterday, 34% today. Simply, yeah, I expect 240 break easily on this today at least. ABSI, look what's happening on this, right? Holding area support and needs some volume to push to break this downtrend, otherwise it's going to keep coming down. Air, as I mentioned on this, if it does reject this level, it will come down to $9. It literally hit 903, so that would have been a good entry here. 903 to 965, that is a quick percentage there. That is, what is that? Quick 7% on that if you got in around that $9 level that I mentioned, so that's a nice one. But yeah, watch this one. This is going to look good as well. I'm going to keep this on watch on that. So yeah. Also, guys, for those who are new, if you can like up the stream and subscribe if you haven't. I also do have a Discord where myself and Hassi, we give live trading signals, basically live trading alerts with stop loss entries, targets, those kind of things, live seminars. We have a great community there. We just trade small caps. We have a high risk management strategy where we just focus on cutting our losses quick and making good profits. So you guys feel free to join that if you want to. I know some of you guys have asked if we have any other payment method. I'm in the process right now of changing to Stripe, so you guys can basically just use your credit card, which is obviously a lot easier for some of you. So we will be switching over to that. Once I do switch over to that, I will post that in my Twitter bio, and I will make an announcement on Twitter so you guys can join through that as well. So once that's done, yeah, you'll get a notification, or just put notifications on my Twitter and you'll get them as well. So my Twitter, all I do is just one thing to mention. I know most of you are from Twitter, but for those who aren't or are just learning, I'm just mentioning that whatever trade setups or whatever stocks I post on on the Twitter, I expect the price to go up, right? There's no 100% guarantee that they will go up. I don't know if they will go up 100%. I am simply just sharing charts that I like. If you want to get the stop loss entries and targets, right, all you need to do is join the Discord. That's where I give all my setups. I only give around 5 maximum alerts a day. I don't give 20, 30 alerts. We're not an alerts Discord, so we're a lot different to that. We focus on high quality setups. With that being said, in regards to the posts I put on Twitter, I do expect the prices to go up. Always have a stop loss. I recommend having nothing larger than a 5% stop loss. I personally have a 3% stop loss on all my trades. Obviously, if it does, I would have a first target of 3 to 5%. Be realistic. Do not hold for 50, 60% moves, because that is very unrealistic and probably won't happen. And if you do hold for that, you will probably be red. So just manage your risk well. I can't stress enough about having a stop loss. It's the most important thing in trading for sure. Any other questions about it, just ask me. Does he? My friend is trying to join Discord, but he keeps being redirected to his old Discord. I just get him to message me, Alice. I'm not too sure. He just has to just get him to message me, and then I can help him from there. But yeah, if you guys want to join, feel free. The link is there as well. So I'll catch you guys later. I will be posting charts as usual. Yeah, have a great day, guys, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.